At the Braille Institute, there's a spirit of helpfulness from the time I arrive to the time I leave. And it's just uplifting for me to come here.
At Braille Institute, we help people with age-related vision loss get back to living the lives they want to live. And all of our services are completely free.
It's just a big family here. You just feel like you're at home.
Don't wait. Call Braille Institute today at 714-821-5000.
Welcome back. Well, we have a guest on with us who was on last week with Marsha Wilson, and she's been on with us many times. It's good to have her back, Gloria Colstein of the Braille Institute. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. Nice to be
here. This time of the year, holiday season, you've brought things that appropriately can help people out in the kitchen, right?
Yes. There's people who are experiencing low vision, severe low vision, blindness, sometimes feel like they can't navigate their kitchen anymore because they can't see very well. And so part of what Braille Institute helps people with is how to stay confident in the kitchen and be safe. And we have some tools that we help people with. We have a 12-week course in Anaheim that we teach people from the very beginning how to organize your kitchen, how to maybe some accessories that might be helpful. And so mark and label. I have like a little, can I reach over here?
Of course, yeah.
I have, for example, we ask people to think about mark and labeling their cabinets, maybe use a Sharpie to mark real large print some of their food items. So this is real helpful for people to know where things are. Contrasted tools, so we maybe will suggest some, so if you're say measuring brown sugar, you might want to use white cups with very large print. Many of these things can be found at your local store.
Exactly,
Yeah, we have like measuring spoons even that are black. So if you're measuring sugar or baking powder or something like that, the contrast really helps with that. So we kind of show people some tools to do those things. Also, when you think of even for myself, pouring liquids into a measuring spoon is difficult. So we suggest for people, you can see that it's large print here, a container, easily found at a grocery store. And so you might want to pour your vanilla in here, and you purchase a very simple metal teaspoon, tablespoon, and then it's like a ladle method.
Yeah,
so you can just go in and lift it out, and it's completely a nice measuring tool. So a lot of what we teach is just relearning how to be in the kitchen. So that's a big part of what we do in our kitchen confidence class.
Yeah, I think that is very important. And I'm going to add to that in that if someone has an iPad or even an Android device, but I'm going to say particularly the Apple devices have been leaders in accessibility for people with low vision. They can read recipes. You can, of course, adjust the type any way you want and all different things. So especially for recipes, if someone can help you out and maybe get those recipes where you need them, you can bring them up and it can read the recipes. There's special apps for that, and that can really help you in the kitchen quite a bit.
It absolutely can, and I'm so glad that you brought that up because also audio, our digital audio, all the tablets have that, as well as our library also has digital players that have talking recipe books, things like that. So absolutely, there's so much out there that can help people with vision loss.
Now, what about using a knife in the kitchen?
A knife. Well, a knife is tricky, and we teach alternatives for people. In the aging population, they're experiencing low vision caused from like macular degeneration and whatnot. So their hands might not be steady as well. So we might talk about how can you purchase items that are pre-chopped, and also purchasing maybe a chopper. There's a variety out there, so we teach people how to use those. And also, I'm not going to tell you what the technique is for slicing and dicing, because really it's so important to work with a person, one of our independent living instructors, to show people how to properly do that. But basically, never use a dull knife.
Right.
Always,
exactly.
create a cover for your knife. Know where your knives are. We suggest for people as a tip, when you're finished with your knife, put it behind the faucet so you know where
Right.
it is and the blade isn't exposed. But really a one-on-one session with our instructors or in a classroom setting where we're really because it's really practicing that technique, not to nick your hands and your fingers. So we do, we certainly don't want to take that away from people, but it's all about safety. So we assess where the person's at and figure out what's the best tool for them to use.
Yeah, I think that's very important in getting a knife that, for any cook, that feels good in your hand and is grippy.
Yes.
And some of the best out there are the cheapest ones that are used in restaurants by Victorinox. They run chef's knife, $30.
Yeah.
They're actually top rated by Cooks Illustrated year after year after year, but they have grippy handles. And the handles can come in a variety of colors. One of the reasons they do that in restaurants for cross-contamination, you'll be able to see that handle. You can get a bright green handle
Exactly.
or something, or whatever color you want, but
Exactly.
They're great knives and they're inexpensive.
Exactly, and that's part of the classroom setting, is bringing in a variety of these types of tools. So people are educated on what is out there. And we also use culinary scissors. Those are really
Right.
helpful too.
Yes, they are.
And so there's so much to learn, and so it's so important for people who are struggling to, come see us, and hopefully we can put you in a class.
Yeah, how much does a class cost, or how do some go about getting
That's the great
there?
thing about Braille Institute. There is no cost.
Yeah, that is very
All
good.
of our services are free, and it's all because of the generosity of donors across the country. We are only really physically located in Southern California. Orange County Center is one of 5 centers. Los Angeles was the first center,
Okay.
established in 1919. We've been
Wow.
around for almost 100 years. We have a center in Rancho Mirage, San Diego, and Santa Barbara.
Okay.
But we impact the country, and the country responds. So it's great.
Where are you located in Orange County?
Yeah, we're located at 527 North Dale Avenue in Anaheim, California. It's very close to Knott's Berry Farm. I guess that would be a good locator.
Okay, right over there.
Yeah.
And do you ever do classes here in Laguna Woods?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have outreach classes, and through social services here in Laguna Woods. And I also want to point out that the city of Laguna Woods has also granted us with monies to be here. So we come out usually quarterly for 4 to 5 weeks, and we will do a cooking class, gizmos and gadgets. We talk about technology that you had mentioned earlier. Our library services, we have connected with your library here in Laguna Woods. So we are a depository for the National Library of Congress. So we also have our books on tape here in Laguna Woods. And we also do low vision, we call them low vision consultations. And basically it's a one-on-one session. And we have our low vision specialists come out, and they pretty much show people how to use simple magnifiers to video magnifiers to the mainstream technology, the apps, software that is available for accessibility. And we also are here at the PCM building twice a month.
Okay.
And so people can call, make an appointment, and we will set them right up.
Very good. I want to mention this
yes.
plate here. This is just, dinner plate, but it's designed differently in that it has an edge here, so I would think that when people get their food, they're not sliding it off the plate, right?
And you'll also notice that there's numbers there.
Right. Let me hold it up.
And so we encourage people to think of their plate as a clock. And for people with low vision, your plate can look very busy when you have food on your plate. So we teach people that, if you talk to your caregivers, your loved ones, and you say, you know, when you're placing food on my plate, recognize, you know, for me that, you know, my turkey's at 12 o'clock, my mashed potatoes are at 3, my dinner rolls at 9 o'clock. And so when they place the plate in front of the person, then they have a better chance of maneuvering their plate and feeling more confident when they sit down to eat. So thank you for
I think that's a great idea,
Yeah.
and I guess you get one of those camping plates too that have the little dividers.
Yeah, you
know?
can, you can. But you know, everyone wants to feel really comfortable, like they all fit in too. So it's really
What
important.
is this little gadget here? You have a battery in here.
So this is called a Say When, and it's really a liquid identifier, and so it goes on the edge. I'll use this container right here. I didn't want to bring any liquids in here, but so if you have a mug or a cup and you're pouring a cup of coffee,
do you want to use some water?
You don't want it to. Oh, sure.
It's up to you. So show me how it works.
Okay, so if you want to pour that in here, it has to kind of reach the edge, and so it has this indicator. Can you hear that?
Oh, wow.
So it lets you know that it's almost to the top of the rim, and so you don't spill over.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so we call that the Say When. And also I have here, which really, I think if you're thinking of starting, a little tip is to get a tray. And it looks sort of like when we were in the cafeteria tray.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to spill it.
So
yeah.
it has edges. And we, everyone has a tray. And really, it's a workstation tray, and you can use it for anything. You could put your bowl and your milk and your coffee and your mixing, so that if something spills, it's contained.
Right.
You know, there's nothing worse than having something roll off. You don't know where it went, and you know where to clean up. So this really helps people to stay in a contained area, and also it's easy cleanup.
Yeah.
So, and most of them can fit in a dishwasher as well. So we start off by really organizing oneself in their kitchen and really creating an atmosphere of confidence, and that's really mainly what we do for people.
Very good. I want to mention that you're here twice a month in the village, am I right?
For the low vision consultations, and then we hold quarterly, classes. But if I can mention, we also offer, and this is with the grant money from the City of Laguna Woods, is we call it a day of discovery. And basically we bring our van here to the Clubhouse 1. We pick up residents who are interested in learning more about what Braille Institute can do for them. And we transport them to Anaheim for the day. And we do, in our kitchen, we do a kitchen confidence class. We also take them to Connection Point, which is our technology center, and show them mainstream technology. And then we talk about our library services and just overall what we do. They have a nice lunch. We provide a lunch. And it gives people an opportunity to see what we do and to see the campus. It is a long ride from here.
It is.
And then it encourages people to go to the classes here to see what
that's the key.
And that is the key. That is the key.
All right, I want to give the phone number is for the Braille Institute, 714-821-5000. And you know, if you have questions and you forget that number, call social services. They'll be able to connect you up, because Marcia works with you an awful lot. Gloria, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Great information. Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too.
And we'll see you back here.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.
At the Braille Institute, there's a spirit of helpfulness from the time I arrive to the time I leave. And it's just uplifting for me to come here.
At Braille Institute, we help people with age-related vision loss get back to living the lives they want to live. And all of our services are completely free.
It's just a big family here. You just feel like you're at home.
Don't wait. Call Braille Institute today at 714-821-5000.